sometimes people wonder why Linux. And I love that I can do this and that, and then my game comes up and is ready to go. It's hard to explain that to people, that your OS works exactly the way you want it to, and if it doesn't, you can actually fix it. If you carry this mentality with you through life, you'll start to make everything your own. You'll make it work the way you wish it worked, and then you'll have fun projects and awesome things. All right, September 9th, 7 a.m. What are we doing on the Ooh, there's a rabbit. We crashed kind of randomly. Oh, we missed. We missed. Do we have a spear? We do. Why are we so bad at things, guys? Those two rabbits walked all the way up to us and we just let them go. Okay, so it looks like we are a little ways back. We lost some progress. If you didn't watch the last episode, we ran out of disk space. And that is because I'm a big dum-dum that doesn't read. So, let's add to the island of misfit toys. All these things that I've already added once and forgot about. Now let's see if those rabbits will come back. They will. Look at that. Okay, that's redemption, right? Getting both of them with one arrow, even if they didn't die because the bow sucks. Now I just have to find them? Alright, we are out of arrows. Grand success. If at first you don't succeed, lose your rabbit in the brush after you kill it. I do think there's a certain, I don't know, ease of use isn't really the right word, but the bow is casual? I really don't know the word, but what I'm trying to communicate is that, like, it doesn't feel like a struggle to aim or use, and you just kind of shoot it. And there's no friction to doing that. While with the spear, you kind of have to aim it. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. That's dumb. Lady Crab's listening from her hammock right now. She thinks I'm so dumb. But now that we're out of arrows and we got some meat, I guess we are back on the cave grind, right? That's what we were doing today. I remember. Really should make some armor before we make that kind of commitment. But I'm so curious that, okay, I figured it out. I figured out what we're going to do. We are going to go naked caving. We're going to sacrifice... No, we're not. We're going to use a torch. Yeah. Absolutely. This is the plan. Okay, so I need to make a chest. Okay, and in this chest, I'm going to store all of my worldly possessions. Everything that I own, everything that I'm holding, except for one torch. We're not going to take any weapons. Okay, now the objective is to get as far into the cave as we can, risking no items. And, yeah, that'll be good, right? The cave we're targeting is over here behind where this wolf spawns. I've seen a couple of easy to enter caves over there. I think maybe back by the clay is where we're going to go. And this is how we're going to spend this whole day. Now, the best case scenario is that we find some cool items and we get back home without dying. The most likely scenario is that there are monsters in the cave and they kill us. Okay, here's a cave. But I think it might be too vertical. We should have brought some... Oh, shiver. That's an outie. Yeah, we should have brought some blocks, like specifically for climbing out of holes and maybe blocking things off would have been a good decision that we did not make. All right, naked caving a go-go. Okay, empty cave. No good. Maybe we could hit up the crystal cave? It's a little far from here at this point, but yeah, so my understanding is that inside of caves, there's some chance of like finding a room that has some both decorative and useful items. And we've had such bad luck with the surface ruins that I kind of want to get down there and see if maybe we can see some ores, like a specific place to mine, without having to do a bunch of prospecting. There's flowers. Crystal Cave should be that way, I think. Well, naked caving doesn't work if you can't find the cave. Now I just look like a dummadillo. Yeah, the Crystal Cave's a myth. I don't know what we're doing here. Okay, we got a hole. Reasonable entrance, but I think we're gonna need some stuff. I don't think we should just dive in there with no blocks. Nope. Alright, there's a drifter. I think we can avoid a drifter for the most part while we do this caving. Yeah. So now we know there's nothing of value down here. We just have to escape the 3 drifters that want to eat us. I think maybe a high rift activity day was not the day to do this. Okay, I am realizing in this moment that I actually... there's some quartz, so Crystal Cave has to be like right here somewhere. Well, that's a hole. Here's Crystal Cave, okay. We're going in. There's quartz everywhere, which could be good in a different context. Not the one we live in. Dead end. I'm not seeing any other, like, minerals or anything. Oh, shit. Okay, time to go. So there's no way we could even begin to approach the deeper part of that hole. We didn't really see anything but quartz, which requires bronze to break, so it's not really useful to us right now. We'll keep looking for a different hole. Does this just cut through, or does it go deeper? Okay, I think this is where we're gonna choose to die. It's too deep. We can't do anything productive here either. So maybe all the naked caving is not a good plan at all. And we actually need to build some tools for caving. On the server I played previously, it was really easy to go naked caving. Like, every cave had some kind of surface, well, relatively surface loot. So you could just kind of poke around and get some freebies. Very low stress. That does not appear to be the case here. Also, it's unusually dark for this time of day, so I'm wondering if a storm's rolling in. I did not bring any blocks, which may have been a mistake. We're also starving, so like, not great. Again, a big drop. Okay, so there's some copper here, but that's not really gonna help us. I would need, like, something substantially more to come back here. Okay, I think this is where we die because we didn't bring any blocks and there's nothing we can mine to get out of here. I forgot our bags. Damn. Joke's on me, fam. I forgot our bags. We are now in crisis mode. That's hilarious. I am so unbelievably dumb. Big dumb, 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 dumbity dum dum. Alright, so this was bad. This was unintelligent. This was big dumb. But no, that's about it. That's all I've got. It was just dumb. We got no benefits. And we lost our bags. I'm a positive guy, but I'm going to struggle to spin this one. We got plenty of food is the good news. The bad news is that we have no inventory now. Okay, we don't have enough reeds to do anything about it. Hunter backpack is still a ton of reeds. And it's a temporal storm. Amazing. Okay, so I guess we gotta get ready to wall in and AFK for that. What a fun game. I didn't even think about it, but I'm so glad I grabbed my axe. I blocked myself in with pine. I would have been completely stuck, which would have been completely on brand for me. Well, it said it was waning. Doesn't feel that waned. We're still getting shivers and Botorn up my booty. We have suffered loss today, but not catastrophic loss. Just big dumb loss. Okay, so first order of business would be getting some bags, which means getting some reeds, which means going down to the cattails. Can't really afford to bring a bow with me. It's just too many inventory spaces and we can't spend the sticks on arrows right now. So let's first check our cattails. Do we have any up? We have like one. This is fine. So this is October 1st. And we are going to get it done. Wolf. Not really what I came here for. But if we have to fight it, we have to fight it. Okay, so we've got 20-ish, which is 2 bags worth. Hand baskets. I don't know how many we need for a real bag. We might take some of these back. Is it worth it? I think it probably is worth it to get some of these to take back to our own pond. It was not worth it, in fact. I'm annoyed, but I don't need to pick a fight. These carrots grew so fast. I think we're going to have a lot to harvest. Flax is... We don't really have enough flax, is the thing. You can never have enough flax, but we have especially little flax. So even though it's going to be done, I don't know that we're going to get enough to make any bags. It's a bit of a concern. 11 of 12, not bad. Onions. Don't get me wrong, we're going to kill those wolves. Like, we're going to go beat the shit out of them. But we gotta make sure that this is all taken care of first. So if we want the hunter's backpack, 15, and then... Cool, a medium will work. I didn't know if it would. We're gonna go ahead with that. So we've got 2 small. We're doing 2 more smalls. I think we're gonna save the bears for the good stuff. Okay, let's... Okay, he surprised us again, technically. Alright, I feel like that should have hit. But it didn't. He's in a pretty defensible spot, which sucks. He's like on the other side of this ruin. So to get close, I have to get in front of him, which I don't want to do. Cool, got him. Got him out of the defensible spot at least. Maybe get some of my arrows back. How many arrows? 2 arrows. 3 arrows. Let me finish this hunt, okay? A wolf attacked me and I'm pissed off about it. Alright, team, we got him. I have to bail right this second, so hopefully we remember what we were doing when I get back. It is 3 in the afternoon, so the day's mostly spent on fighting that wolf. But we're gonna claw our way out of this. It's gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. Nothing bad ever happened at this farmstead. Alright, team, we are getting back to it. 3 p.m., 16C. My brother showed me his farm and I am super jealous. Turns out my farm sucks. So, maybe we will actually improve that at some point. We're actually at a point right this particular second that, like, we're good on food. We've got more meat than we could eat. We got a couple of trees that probably need to come down. Got a ton of hides, actually. I think we're gonna do... Alright, I cannot spend all day doing stuff in my base that I should be doing out of my base, right? We have to figure this out later. Because we are currently on the hunt for cattails, and that needs to be like our only sole focus. We killed a wolf, I remember that. And then what? And then Lady Crab woke up and I ran off. So, we're going to try to catch some more now. We need a shovel if we're going to dig up the roots and transplant them, which I think we're going to. Just to make this easier in the future, because once in a while you need rope for something, tongs or whatever. I guess maybe we should have used that bushmeat for stink bait since we're good on food. But I'm not like stressed about it. I think it's possible that some people will watch this series and think it's unreasonable, outrageous that I need to write down some of the things that I do, or that like I spend so much time thinking about things. And I totally get it, because you're right, it is ridiculous the amount of forethought I have to put into things. But that's what it's like for me all the time. If I'm developing games or trying to go to the store to buy groceries, I cannot function without a plan that I've thought through many different ways. I have to write it down. I think they have a word for that, but I'm not a doctor, so I don't like to use it. Okay, tool, like, here's the thing about tool, okay? It would legitimately help us because we need to build a roof. But its only use is... yeah, its only use is for roofs. That's it. And so I don't like to get it because it takes up space. I don't think we're going to have a sufficient flax harvest. I thought we had more flax than we do. It was actually rye that we have a ton of, which sucks. Okay. These berries are not going to do anything for us. We actually only gathered 6 cattails. Okay. We need more hides before we can do anything with these, which means we need more fat. Low rift activity, we should be okay for now. I think I'm just going to expand kind of this field of cattails that have suddenly grown. Awesome. It's really convenient. I like having the variety of the tool here, but I really don't want to accidentally harvest it when... So we figured out that cattails take about a month to grow. I don't know how they'll grow through winter, but I think just having the first of the month be cattail day is totally fine. You can get two medium hides out of a fat. Well, that is kind of crazy. Why is my armor stand in the wall? I don't understand what happened here. I can see it, I can punch it. See, it makes one roof ridge. All that thatch. Literally worthless. I just remembered what I was actually doing. I was actually trying to get granite the whole time. Because I wanted to make some cobblestone. How funny is that? I hate to just dig out granite, right? I think 8 will make 2 cobblestone. And we need... yeah. Mining's not the strat. I thought it might be, but it's not. We're going to go to the Granite Mountain today. Okay, so what we want to do is kind of build outwardly a bit. I guess we have these conglomerate gravels we could kind of test build with. So we want to come out, I don't know, this far? Yeah, that's maybe the footprint we're looking for. How big can a cellar be? 7 by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, to do this properly, the walls can't be wood. Wood is bad at insulating for whatever reason. So we actually lose this space And maybe need a second door. So all of this would have to be stone. There'd be a second door here. And we'd have storage vessels here and... what else? Doesn't leave a lot of room for shelves or anything. Okay. I don't think we can do any windows in a cellar, unfortunately. We just gotta remember to close this door. Is there a way to see like how good stuff is? Build cellar walls with soil, brick, or stone materials. It's just hard to say. But yeah, so let's do some math. 1, 2, 3, 9, 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 times 18, 18, 19. And then the floor as well. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 for the floor. Okay, so we need 73, which is 2 per craft. So we're going to divide that by 2, which is 37 materials. So 37 clay, and then we're going to multiply that by 8. We need 292 granite. Times that by, nope, 292. We're going to divide that by 64, I think is a stack size. So we need 4.5 stacks. So that's what it would take to build this. I forgot the roof. 183 cobblestone. Okay, it's 91 cobblestone, 46 clay, 368 granite, which is closer to 6 stacks. Okay, so we need 6 stacks of granite. I'm glad we took the time to count, because I would have gone out and gotten 3 stacks and come back and had to do this like 8 times. I also probably would have wasted my pickaxe. Alright, so to do that, I need 6 stacks open, 6 inventory slots. Fuel up. Let's go check the farm. Whoa, that's a tall one. Oh, we got some mature carrots already. Awesome. One of the questions that we set out to answer was how fast do nutrients come back? So on the stuff that we just planted, I want to make a note of the day that we harvested our carrots and then track the K levels. We're going to check these again periodically and see how long it takes the 61 to get back up to the levels of that, and if it does at all. I want to know if leaving a field fallow is a strategy. But we're going to go try to hit that granite today, I think is the big thing. So the granite is beyond the conglomerate sand. It's actually a pretty far journey. We're starting at 9 a.m., so we should be okay. I probably should have brought my 2 rusty gears. We just don't have the inventory space right now. We're waiting on so many things. I actually don't have 6 inventory slots for granite stones, but maybe we can make 2 trips, right? So there's kind of where the granite mountains start. And if we get close enough, we should be able to just punch granite boulders off the ground instead of mining for them, which is kind of the dream and the goal. We got this little bit of claystone. I don't dislike claystone. Ooh. It's just not what we're here for right this second. We have not explored a ton up here. We just ran up here one day and kind of walked away. But I think we're a lot more confident now than we were. Nice. There's one little buddy. Okay, that actually is quite a bit faster than a spear. Maybe it's like just I need to get faster with it and then it'll be awesome. I can't see anything in there. And we don't have a torch or a lamp. So, cool cave, but maybe another time. Oh, bow torn. Who shot at me? It's just the one guy, right? Fiber's huge. Arrow's nice. Okay, so maybe the claystone or the granite mountains over here is where we need to go for caving. I don't think there are any benefits that we could reap right now from climbing a tall mountain where there's snow. I don't know that there are that many advantages to snow in general, but it's nice to know that we can change our climate by just going up right here. It's not that far from home. Yeah, I wish we had a torch. We might make one, I guess. A lot of interesting caves. Maybe we'll wait till winter to do it, but... Okay, our first hints of gravel. I already punched out a ton of boulders the first time we came through. Because I was using it as a flint replacement, thinking I was going to need a lot more flint than I did. I do think we still need a ton of flint for... something. I don't know what that sound was. But... I think by the time we need more powdered flint, or whatever, but fire clay. I'm just going to say fire clay. By the time we need more fire clay, I think we will hopefully have found a source of actual fire clay. And not have to manufacture it in our homes. Well, that's a good amount of copper. Can I... Okay, granite mountains along the wall just before the pine tree line. We'll do some bones, I guess. Maybe not. We'll come back for it. It's just not why we are out and about today. So what did I say? We needed 6 stacks to do the whole thing, right? I think there are some alternatives we could use for some blocks. Like we might start it with rammed earth and then build cobble on top, or the opposite reverse. Or just get rid of this bone arrow and then we can carry another stack. I think it's really interesting that people routinely post screenshots of this game like it's a voxel game with huge textures, but people see these nice landscapes and they want to share, and I think that's pretty cool. Okay, this axe is mostly broken, so I'm thinking we can do 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks, maybe. Just off boulders, that's not bad at all. Alright, we're back at the luxury trader. Nope. What's he selling? 49 gears for a silver falcon. 9 gears for some pants. Yeah. 1 gear for 12, or 1 gear for 4 brown glass. 37 for a broken hat. Gold lantern for 17 gears. If we were drowning in gears, we would get it, but we're not. And of the things I could sell him, I don't have any of this, so. Unfortunately, the luxury dealer remains useless to our very poor selves. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The spear can go. Alright, it's 2 p.m. 2 p.m. is usually when I start heading home from wherever I happen to be. That way the dark doesn't sneak up on me. Let's finish off this stack and then head home. You're always kind of hoping that you missed some resources the first time through. Like, wouldn't it be nice if I just stumbled across some chalk? Some limestone, you know? I'd love to sail a boat through here. It looks really interesting. Maybe we'll go the wide way home? Although historically an awful idea. Oh no. Like, what if we find some cool ruins in like a jar and then we have to decide? That's right. I'm not worried about what we find. I'm worried about having to make the decision about what we find. Maybe the shale's more interesting than I thought. There's like ruins and caves here and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of quartz in the area, which the geology of Vintage Story I've heard is pretty good. It like represents the real world to some degree. There's like layers and there are different kinds of rocks, like sedimentary, igneous. And so like finding ores is more about finding the rocks they can appear in than finding them specifically. It's all pretty interesting. Once we start prospecting, I will probably need to learn that information. And it might be a little too big brain to do the hard way. I'm just not a smart man, okay? I wish I was, but I'm not. So there's some chance I'm going to need to look some things up for prospecting, specifically. I've been trying to struggle my way through the farming stuff because it's like not that complicated, but There absolutely will come a time where I'm too stupid to proceed. You gotta know your limits, dog. We need 46 clay. So technically we are 1 clay short if we use the fire clay, but I think we're just gonna have to go mine some. I think there was some out by the ruins, possibly, but we will get as far as we can today. We got low rift activity, so we should be good. Okay, so that pig kind of fed himself to us. I think we're gonna save this pig, maybe. Like, maybe we can afford to do that at this point. And then try to get another pig to mate with it. Maybe we're starting animal husbandry? Maybe we'll dig out a spot if a bear doesn't show up and eat it. Now that I've said it, anyone who's been watching this playthrough knows it's going to happen. I wish we didn't need to redo this wall, but we super do. Like, if we don't do this wall, then all the insulation is pointless. No way. Is that a second pig? I don't have enough light. Okay. Ah, they're both female. They're both female, but that's okay. I don't judge. I want time to think about what to do with that, and so if they're in the hole, we're okay. As long as that bear doesn't spawn and gobble them up. I just need like 1 day to figure it out. We could lower this. We're gonna have stairs come down here and then have this be the floor. I think that's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, so we dig this out. Maybe even just leave it as actual granite? Okay, so let's think about how it's gonna close in around us. So we're talking about it being there, right? So when we enter this room, that's pretty narrow. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty okay with that. I think maybe something like this would actually be okay. La da da, I'm cooking. Open the door, close the door. I want to bump that out one more so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can get away with one more and still be a good functional cellar. Where it shows up on the house kind of matters, though. So it's going to be... Yeah, no, I think that's totally fine. I do kind of want like a curved roof, so I think... we push this out one more, maybe. And then have the roof come in there. I think that's exactly how I want it. I understand that this completely throws away the math that we did before. But It'll be better this way. Oh, so that's the edge of the house, which we don't want to hit. I think that's correct. We're gonna have to look at it from the outside to really determine if it's where we want it. I want it to look kind of dome-shaped, kind of like an addition, and sort of just off on the side. Okay, so I think this one goes out. And then we want to do this corner kind of like that one. Let's see, that one's in, right? Yeah. So kind of got this 1, 2. Over here we want to accomplish that 1 and then 2, so it'll be here. I'm really glad that fire's not spreading to the grass and then my house. I wasn't sure if it would or not. I'm really glad it didn't. Would have been more than a little bad. Why are they swarming? What the fiddly fuck? Low rift activity. Oh man, I forgot that they could throw things. I'm so dumb. Can I get to my club? Yes. Okay. It's on. I guess the one lamp that I moved was lighting up the house. Okay, well that was fun getting attacked a little. Man, I wish I would stop throwing things. It's actually so annoying. Like, look at that. Oh, went up to medium. That's interesting. I didn't know it could change in the same night. I'm gonna need another club if I want to keep fighting these guys. I guess we're taking a lot of unnecessary damage, but... Okay, we are officially out of clay and granite. So, we kind of ran out at the same time, which isn't too bad. I don't feel like I was in the way for that one, but whatever. I guess this one spawned inside. Or something. I'm really gonna die to these stupid rocks. We are under assault, y'all. I guess it's morning and our low is 2 degrees already. Jeez. Alright, we got a little messed up. Oh, we're not out of the woods yet. There's a rift, that's why. 2 bow torn. Thinking Gnaw Dog. You guys remember, I'm going to put the flashback here if a bear doesn't show up and eat it. Now that I've said it, anyone who's been watching this playthrough knows it's going to happen because I'm so psychic. Alright, we're taking too much damage at this point, and the medium rift activity is not going to stop because it's daytime. Oh man, that's going to complicate this so much more. I wonder if I could just leave and come back and he'll despawn. Yeah, I'm a little grumpy about it. No hides, just meat. Okay, so we are fairly injured. More than anything, we're just distracted, right? Alright, so we got that done, but why did we even come out here in the first place is kind of one of the questions. Okay, were we working on the wall? Maybe? The roof? I don't... Alright, so this is kind of an indoor project that can be worked on at night. There's really no need to do this right this second. So this is pretty much how I want it to look. Once everything grows in green, it should be nice. Get our hoe. Get our... Okay, so let's just water everything while we check the levels. Cabbage takes 12 days, which is over a month. I think it's just gonna die if I plant it, honestly. Carrots are shorter time and better cold stats, so I don't feel as bad just planting carrots right now. Like, I planted this cabbage, but I don't know that it's gonna grow. We might chill out on that for right now. Oh. No! I gotta stop doing that when I'm trying to... I guess we lost a lot of arrows, but we still have 2. So we're gonna carry the bow. I just don't know how much we believe in the bow. Chopping these trees can wait for nighttime. It is already 1, damn. I was hoping to get out and get some clay today from those ruins. I think we could probably make it out and back. Otherwise we would have wasted the whole day farming. There is that blue clay that is significantly closer, but I don't want to waste that on cobblestone because we've mostly found red. And so red's easier to come by in my estimation. The ruins aren't like crazy far or anything. As soon as we get there, I know we're going to have to come back. Realistically, we should have made another storage vessel by now. They just take so long to make. And they take so much clay and like, I don't like doing it. But we're about to harvest a ton of vegetables. And then we're going to cook meals and store those, and it's going to be a whole thing. We haven't even got to prospecting yet, but we're kind of like preparing for winter is very much what our focus is on. Oh, not going in the caves. Okay, now hopefully I wasn't wrong about there being clay out here. I just kind of casually remember there being clay somewhere near the ruins. Well, these are the ruins. I do not currently see clay with my eyeballs, but any minute now it could happen. Is that bear patrolling? No, he's over there. Okay. Ooh. There's something down there. You see that on the left? Where the cursor is, there's something down there. We are probably fine to look around a little bit. We're right next to this granite, so I'm kind of thinking maybe we can pick up some granite pretty easily. It's just copper everywhere on this map. It's kind of crazy. We've never been behind this mountain. We've never been over here. Lead. So it's an alloy for this thing that I think only makes nails or something. So like not that useful, especially with the amount of copper that we've been finding. The flowers, y'all. Yeah, we've never been this far out. If I take one step further, this will be the furthest I've ever been away from home. Interesting caves. Granite boulders. Okay, I think we probably need to actually head back now. It's 4. Not enough granite to finish our wall, but not 0. And I think we'll take the wide way like we always do. Yes! It's happening! Maybe we'll find something cool by taking the wide way. I wonder if the in-game manual can tell me where to find certain things. Like, can it sufficiently explain the geology? Also, what the hell is this? Is this a separate trader? This is a different trader. We've never seen this trader before. Survival goods. We only have 2 gears, but we could get more. Lime. For 2 gears, we could get 16 lime. This might be happening tomorrow. He'll buy feathers for a gear. And charcoal. And rye bread. Yeah, okay, so this trader is critical. This is someone we can actually interact with in a meaningful way, unlike the luxury dealer. Oh man, but how do we understand where we are? Because it's dark. Okay, there's One Tree Hill. That is our map back here. In the shadow of One Tree Hill, between the hill and the mountains. I don't know that little doodle is going to hold up. Being a caveman is friggin' hard, okay? Should we stop and make a torch? Probably. Are we gonna? Absolutely not. If we can bring our gears back, we can get lime, which can get us leather. I hadn't actually considered trading for the lime that we need. It's exciting stuff, y'all. The more I see my house from a distance, the more I want this roof to be a little bit taller. I think we're gonna end up with a second story. Grand fortune. While digging clay near the town ruins, I stumbled across a new trader. She specializes in survival goods and will be of great value. Currently, she offers to trade 16 lime for only 2 gears. She'll even buy my rye bread when it's ready. The seller is coming along nicely. The farm is finally producing. My victories begin to outweigh the setbacks, if only in quality, but not quantity. I am looking forward to a winter of caving. There are so many interesting places nearby, but I would not dare enter without proper gear. That's going to do it for today, guys. I think this is a fine stopping point. We are finally starting to make actual progress. We've been drowning in food, which is good, because we've needed it, because I keep taking damage from stupid things, but I think we're going to preserve some food. In the next couple of days, things are going to start going bad. I think my oldest turnips are going to rot soon. So we're going to try to fill these crocs for realsies. Now that I kind of have a handle on hunting, although hunting will get more difficult in the winter, I've heard that animals spawn less and that sort of thing. So we might end up needing the crocs of food. But I think fishing remains viable, so I'm interested in maybe making stink bait out of all the bushmeat that we're getting. At any rate, I will catch you in the next one.